This century is crucial because if you're very pessimistic, you can imagine that we will misuse powerful technology and snuff ourselves out or foreclose a bright, longer-term future. On the other hand, if we use technology wisely, then it allows us to perhaps jumpstart an even more exciting kind of civilization here on Earth and perhaps far beyond. I do think we will have a bumpy ride through the century. I think it's unlikely we wipe ourselves out, but I do feel that there are all kinds of threats which we are in denial about and aren't doing enough about. I mean, I'm thinking about dealing with climate change and the associated loss of biodiversity with that. We are not urgently dealing with that. And also we need to contend with the fact that the world population is getting larger. It'll be at least 9 billion by mid-century. It might go up still more than that. And this is going to be a big stress on resources as well as on food production, so we need new technology. Apart from those two predictable trends, there are also other concerns, which are that we have new technologies which are wonderful and powerful, but which involve risks as well. I think at the moment the main worries are cyber technology and biotechnology. One of the short-term concerns I have is that these two kinds of technologies enable just a few people to have a hugely wide-ranging and maybe even global cascading effect. We are going to have to minimize this risk by actions which lead to a great tension between privacy, liberty and security. We just got to make sure that we can derive the benefits and minimize these risks. Two concerns which are going to become more important later this century are ensuring that a bigger world population, more demanding of food, energy and resources, can be accommodated without irreversibly ravaging our planet. In fact, the great ecologist E.O. Wilson says that if our actions cause mass extinction, it's a sin that future generations will least forgive us for. I think it's clear that we have the technology which can provide a good life for the 7.5 billion people on the planet today, and indeed for the 9 billion who will be there by mid-century. What is depressing is the gap between the way the world could be and the way it actually is. We know that the bottom billion of people live in extreme poverty, and that poverty could be alleviated simply by the money owned by the 1,000 richest people on the planet. And the fact that we allow that situation to persist is an indication, in my view, that there's been no overall ethical progress. Also, in terms of climate change, it's high on the agenda to worry about the fact that the burning of fossil fuels is emitting carbon dioxide, which helps to trap energy in the atmosphere and heat up the planet. This is a really severe issue which will have long-term consequences. And what we do in the next decade may determine whether we can control the temperature rise or whether it will get to the stage when there might be a sort of tipping point that leads to very severe catastrophic changes in the global weather patterns. There is the idea that we should despair and evacuate this planet and go somewhere else, and that's a dangerous delusion. We've got to solve the Earth's problems here. There's no planet B, and dealing with climate change, though difficult, is a doddle compared to terraforming Mars.
Hey NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.